Good morning and welcome to Yoga with Maria. Yay, Saturday morning, early. It's nice of you all to join me, so thank you. As always, make sure you've got a nice clear space. We don't want anything falling on you. We don't want you to create an injury from any hazards in your room. So just be mindful of those. Also be really mindful of any injuries you've got, past or present. Any aches or niggles that you might have had, don't ignore them. I would always say pull back on a pose rather than push forward. So really tune into your body, and if you need to, you can just come and sit back down, lay down. You can just take yourself to mountain pose. So yeah, it's great that you're here and joining me this morning, nice and early. So let's begin by bringing ourselves into a nice comfortable position on the floor, on your mat, and close your eyes. And we're just going to spend a few minutes just tapping into our bodies. So allow that spine to lengthen, your neck to lengthen, the shoulders to relax, the face to soften. Close the eyes. Allow the belly to be nice and soft. The jaw. And just focus your attention on your breathing. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. We'll do a little body scan this morning. So just use this opportunity just to tune in to your body. Discover if anything's achy or a bit stiff this morning. Just notice it as we go through. Taking your breath and awareness down to the tips of your toes and the soles of your feet. Heels, your ankles, legs, knees, calves, into your thighs. Allow that breath and awareness and into your hips, your lower belly, around into the base of your back. And follow that breath and awareness into the center of your back and round into the middle of your belly, up and into your chest, round to the top of your back, your shoulders, trace that breath and awareness down your arms, all the way into your hands, the fingers and thumbs, and trace that awareness back up your arms, into your throat, round into the back of your neck, in the back of your head, round into the front of your head, your eyes, nose, mouth, your lips, your jaw, tongue. Trace that breath and awareness into your temples, into the top of your head and out. Keeping your eyes closed, let's together inhale, take our arms up towards the ceiling, bring the palms together, exhale, bring them down to your heart center. And again, inhaling the arms up, palms together, exhale, bring them down to your heart center. And one more time, inhaling, Arms together. Exhale. Let them rest at your heart center. And we'll begin our class this morning on an Om. You can join in or just listen to the mantra. Inhaling through the nose. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Enjoy your wonderful early morning practice. So let's just continue a bit with that breath. Let's bring one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Again, allow these shoulders to relax. And we're just going to use this opportunity, again, just to kind of focus in on that breath. And just know that at any point, you can just come back to this. If you're feeling during a pose that you can't balance, or something feels challenging, or that your mind's wandering, just bring it back to the breath. Closing the mouth, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Imagining that that breath is coming in through the nose, down the throat, past the chest and down into the belly. On the in-breath, just feeling that belly expanding like a balloon. It's nice and soft. And as you exhale, draw that belly in towards the spine. So if you need to exaggerate this movement a little bit, just to kind of feel it, you can. So as you breathe in, the belly expands. And as you breathe out, your belly button draws in towards your spine, so the belly becomes nice and tight. Shoulders stay relaxed. Inhaling through the nose, allowing the belly to expand. Inhaling, drawing that belly in towards the spine. Squeezing, squeezing, and then again releasing. And as you're doing this movement, just see if now you can make that breath even quieter, lighter. See if you can make the breath almost silent so you can barely hear it. Really nice. Right, and just release that, let that go. Let's take the shoulders to the ears, really squeeze them up and then release. And again, you're squeezing them up as high as you can and release. One more time. Really scrunch them up. Yeah, and then release. And just get a little bit of movement in there. Roll those shoulders back. And then let's just take that movement into the chest, bringing that chest forward, and then taking the chin in towards the chest, using the hands on the legs or the knees if you need. You're just really starting to get some blood pumping around that top part of your back. And if you want to take them into some circles, bringing that chest forward. And again, see if you can follow that movement with your breath. So you're linking it. You're inhaling, bringing the chest forward, and exhale, taking it back. And then just go in the opposite direction. Lovely. Just bringing that to a stillness. Let's just take a little side stretch. So you've got some choices. You can just breathe into that rib cage, or if you want to give yourself a little rub or a little pat in that area if that feels nice. Take the gaze towards the forearm and really breathe into that rib cage. Beautiful. And then just over to the other side. Again, if you want to give it a little a little rub or a little massage, you can. Again, just taking that gaze for a moment to the forearm. Really good. And just bringing that, this is taking a little bit of movement into the neck. So just taking the ear over to one side and just gently, little half circles, the chin along the chest and then the ear to the other shoulder. And if you wanted to extend the arms out, you can. It just kind of helps that stretch in the side. Or again, if you want to just give yourself a bit of TLC and give it a little rub, perhaps you need to just give it a little massage into that shoulder. Again, just bringing the chin towards the chest. If you want to take the hands on the back of the head, interlace the fingers, just give that head a little bit of weight. Or again, if you prefer just to give it a little rub with the fingers, you can. Nice. Bringing that head back on top. Letting the fingers go. Nice. Just take yourself on your mat. So we're going to just really get into our legs this morning. So nice and flat. Palms facing down so you can use them to support yourself on the floor. We're just going to bring one of the knees into the chest. Take it out to the side and then lengthen. And just going to repeat that movement with that hip into the chest, out to the side and then lengthen. Little hip rotations. And you can really take your time with these so you can really feel perhaps where any little notches are in the hip. Try and keep the leg that's straight. See if you can engage that glute, that bum muscle. And then just take those circles in the opposite direction. So you're bringing the knee out along the floor into the chest and then lengthening it. You're just taking that rotation in the opposite way. And let's give that one a rest and take it on the other side. So the opposite knee bringing into the chest, take it out to the side. Lengthen into the chest, out to the side, and then lengthen. And again, you can really take your time with these rotations. In some ways, the slower you do it, the kind of harder it is. Again, see if you can squeeze that bum cheek of the leg that's straight. And then take those rotations in the opposite direction, bringing the knee out into the chest and then lengthen. Out into the chest and lengthen. Lovely. So this is when you really need to use your hands. I'm going to bring both knees into the chest. Take both knees out as if you're doing kind of swimming in the sea. So you really squeeze those glutes. You're having to start to use those tummy muscles. If doing two legs actually feels too much strain in anywhere, just go back to doing single legs. And then let's take these in the opposite direction. And as you're lengthening those legs, really feel that you're squeezing those glute muscles before you do the rotation. Imagine you're swimming in the sea. Great. And then let those legs just rest for a second. We'll do some leg raises. Bring in one leg up towards the ceiling and then take it back down. Don't worry about how high this movement is. Just see if you can just enjoy that nice throwing that leg away. Again, squeezing those bum cheeks, those glutes, so you're starting to really fire up the powerful legs. And then take it on the other leg. Again, squeeze that glute. Beautiful. And then let's take both legs. Again, use those palms on the floor. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can just slow that movement down as you bring the legs towards the mat. Really good. Lovely. Just bring those knees into the chest. Just give them a rest a second. And we'll just do a few little rock and rolls up and down the spine, bringing yourself sort of sitting on your bum. Maybe try a little balance. So you balance on your sitting bones. Bring those feet up before you roll back. Nice. And then just roll yourself around into your tabletop. Beautiful. Just bring those hands underneath the shoulders. Spread those fingers. Look at your knees. Make sure they're hip width distance. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. You're going to inhale to the gaze slightly towards the ceiling. And then exhale, tuck that chin in towards the chest. And cat-cows. And then you can free that movement up into your little crazy disco cat. And just sitting back on your heels, swimming through your elbows. Just having a bit of fun. And also just listening into your body. See what needs stretching. See which bit of your body needs to move or wants to move. And then let's just bring that to a stillness. Take a little opposition stretch, taking the right arm out, and then lengthen the left leg. Squeeze that belly button in towards the spine. Lengthening that arm and that leg. Beautiful. And release. Left arm, right leg. Again, really draw the belly in towards the spine. Really good. And release. Tucking the toes, let's hang in ragdoll. Nice bend in the knees, give your head a nod. Your head should be nice and heavy. You can take a few twists, or you can give yourself a nice little hug into that back. And release the hands again, just give that head a little nod. We're going to roll up through the spine. Imagine the spine stacking one vertebra on top of another. But you're going to make sure that your head is the last thing that comes on top. Really nice. Just enjoy that moment of alignment. And then make your way to the front of your mat, or if you're not using a mat, just make sure you've got enough space behind you. Just use this opportunity just to massage your feet a little bit. Just raising up and down on the tiptoes. Maybe circle the ankles a little bit. Maybe walk on the tiptoes or walk on the heels. Just really getting those feet embedded into the floor. Nice. And then bring yourself into your mountain pose. So ideally in your mountain pose, you want your toes touching, those heels slightly apart, spreading those toes. Work your way up through your body. This is your opportunity just to kind of tap into each body part. Spread the toes. Little micro bend in the knee if you need. Thighs, squeeze the glutes, belly in towards the spine, your chest open, shoulders back, arms nice and long, and you can smile. Mountain pose. You can come back here whenever you want. It's already quite a powerful pose and one that is using quite a lot of energy. And we'll go into our sun salutations. So let's inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into your plank. Bring that weight forward. Just take a few moments just to set ourselves up. So bring that weight slightly over the wrists, squeeze those glutes, belly in towards the spine, and keep breathing. When we go down, I want you to imagine that your elbows are pointing back towards your feet. So your elbows should be pointing towards your feet as you go down. Take those knees down if you need. Keep the elbows tucked as you take the chest down. Chin down. Inhale, up dog. Let's just spend a few breaths here, opening that chest. You can have your hips all the way down, or you can lift those hips up. You're just using the tops of the feet. Tucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just spreading those fingers. Just make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart, so make an adjustment if you need to. Looking at your feet. Again, different ways of doing it. But a good way is to have the feet hip width distance. Lengthening those legs, pressing the heels towards the floor. Breathing into those tight areas. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands. Step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway left. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. Let's go straight for another one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Again, just use this chance to see where those hands are, shoulder width apart. Step or jump back into that plank. Bring the weight forward, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the belly, knees down if you need. Chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward dog. Again, don't be afraid to move your feet or adjust your hands if the pose doesn't feel right to you. Take the gaze towards the belly button and breathe, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Nice. Inhale, take the gaze to the hands. Step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or jump back. Bring the weight forward. Squeeze the glutes, knees down if you need. Keep the elbows facing towards the feet, chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Lovely. Exhale, down dog. Really good. Pressing those heels just slowly back. Spread those fingers. Inhaling, taking your gaze to your hands. Step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway left. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. Take a few moments. Mountain pose. Bring those toes together. Heels slightly apart. Just roll those shoulders back. Squeeze the glutes. Draw the belly in towards the spine. Really nice. This time we're going to do Sun Salutation round B with a few warrior poses. So let's inhale. This time exhale, bend. Keep those knees together. Fire up those glutes. Extend the arms. Few breaths here. Bring your shoulders down. Really nice. And keep breathing. Let's take a twisted chair. So let's take the left elbow over to that right leg. Bring the palms together into the chest. Gaze to the ceiling. If you feel that left knee popping out, see if you can draw it back in line with the right one. Nice. Let's release the hands. Take them down onto the floor. Step or jump back into your plank. Bring the weight forward. Knees down if you need. Chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Tucking the toes. Exhale, down dog. Let's step through with the right foot. Warrior one. Again, just position yourself. Nice 90-degree bend in that right foot. Right knee rather. Bringing those hips round. Extending that left leg. Arms up. Really nice. Open into your warrior two. So you're drawing these hips round towards the length of your mat. Just check that knee is still nice 90-degree bend. Gaze towards the right fingertips. And then let's reverse the warrior. So just taking that forearm, the right forearm over the head. And you can keep the left hand on the leg behind you or bring it round the back for a little bind. And then let's cartwheel the arms down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Bring that weight forward. You're doing great. Take the chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Let's step through with the left foot. Warrior one. Again, just take your time. Set yourself up. Draw those hips round. Nice 90-degree bend in that knee. If that feels too much though, you can bring it back. Extend that right leg. Lengthen the arms. Bring the shoulders down. And breathe. Nice. Open into your warrior two. Make your adjustments again if you need to. Lengthening those arms. Really drawing these hips round. And gaze towards the left forearm. And then reverse the warrior. Just flipping that left forearm. Again, keeping this right arm on the leg or bringing it round for a bind. And keep breathing. Nice. And let's cartwheel the arms round and down. Stepping back. Bringing that weight forward. Knees down if you need. Chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Use this opportunity. Let's see if you can make that breath even lighter, quieter. Really nice. Inhaling, taking the gaze to the hands. step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale and lengthen for that chair pose. Let's take the twisted chair on the other side, the right elbow going over to the left side. Arms in, into the chest, gaze to the ceiling. Just bring that right knee back in line with the left. Keep breathing. And then let's lengthen back out into our chair pose. Knees together, shoulders down, really nice. Coming all the way up. And release. Well done. Just get your breath back. Really good. Should be feeling nice and warm now. So let's do a nice little forward fold. So we're going to bring ourselves with our feet hip width distance apart. So with our forward fold, nice deep bend in the knees, I'll show you from the front. Chest and belly in contact with those legs. You're going to take your first finger, your middle finger, you're going to hook that big toe, and you're going to draw these draw the wrists round. So you've got a nice rounded circle. And then you're going to let the head relax. So I'll just show you from the side. So it should be a nice deep bend. You should be able to feel all of your body on those legs. And if you can't, then just make that bend a bit deeper. And then from here, as you breathe out, just lengthen the legs a little bit, trying to keep that contact with the body on the legs. If you feel that there's starting to be a gap, just bend those legs and start again. And then you can release the big toes and then take the palms of the hands underneath the soles of the feet. Again, just give that head a little nod. Sometimes likes to try and let tension creep in. Same thing, just as you breathe out, just slowly lengthen a little bit at a time the legs. And it's very early, so really don't worry if you're nowhere near getting those legs straight. Just enjoy that stretching feeling. Beautiful. Releasing the hands. We're just going to do that spinal roll again. So nice deep bend in the knees. Just stack that spine up and allow the head to be the last thing. Nice. And let's bring yourself back into your mountain pose. We're just going to do a nice little tree balance. So I'll mirror you. So let's start with the right leg. Bringing that foot above or below the kneecap, just not on it. And again, don't worry if you can't balance this morning. It's fine. Some days it's just doesn't happen and it's all right. So squeeze the glute of this standing leg. So you can really feel that bum cheek tighten up. Draw that belly in towards the spine. Nice. Let those shoulders relax. Beautiful. You can stay here if this feels good. Or if you want to just extend those arms up and out, you can take the gaze with it, or you can keep that gaze forward. And if you really want to challenge yourself this morning, just have a bit of fun, going off balance, you can close your eyes. It's okay to wobble. And indeed, okay to fall. And then inhaling. Exhale, release. Let's go on the other side. So again, just set yourself up. Maybe your balance is better on this side or worse. So again, don't worry. Really squeeze the glute of that standing leg. So again, squeeze that bum cheek. Feel it tighten up, nice and solid. Bringing those palms into the chest, let those shoulders relax. Gorgeous. Stay there if you like, or you can take the arms up and out. Shoulders down. Again, you can just enjoy that, or close your eyes, or take the gaze to the ceiling. Nice. Inhaling. And then exhale, release. Beautiful. We're going to take a nice a warrior two pose to start with. We're going to do our extended side angle. So nice wide legs, 90-degree bend in that right knee, drawing these hips round again to the front, checking that that left foot is pressing into the floor. Lengthening in the arms, gaze towards the right fingertips. And then reach towards that right side as far as you can. Reach, and then extend over for your extended side angle. You've got a few options. Keep that forearm here on the leg, or bring it down the side. Or if you want to take it under the leg and the other arm over the back for a bind. Taking those hands together. And if you want to maybe try to extend that leg, it might feel too much, and in which case just stay with that bent leg. And breathe. Releasing the bind and just bringing yourself for a moment back in that extended side angle. And then cartwheel the arms round to the other side. So again, just readjust yourself, nice. Draw those hips round, bring that bum underneath the torso, 90-degree bend in that left leg. Extend those arms. Just check that that right foot again is pressing into the mat, so nice extension in that leg. Gaze to the left fingertips. And then reach to the left side as far as you can. And then extend over. Keeping the arm on the leg, bringing it down by the side just to deepen that stretch, or taking that bind under and over. Straightening that leg if you want, or at least maybe trying to, but if it doesn't feel good, just take it back to that bent leg. Really good. If you're in that bind, just releasing that bind, extending that arm again into the side angle for a second. Gorgeous. And then cartwheeling the arms around. Bring yourself on the floor. I'm going to do it on the same leg. It's easier to demonstrate. You're going to bring your right leg up and the left leg going along the mat. Bring a cushion underneath that knee if you want. Don't suffer. And let's start with the hands on the hips. You're going to take the left arm up and over to that right side, a bit like the twisted chair. Bring the palms together, bring them into the heart center, gaze to the ceiling. You can stay there, or you can tuck the toe of the left leg and extend into a low lunge. It's all about the legs today and the thighs. And then cartwheel the arms up and over. Fire up, round to the other side. Really, really good. I know, I'm making you work hard this morning. And bringing that left knee up and the right leg. Again, tracing along that mat. Check your ankle isn't twisting. And the right arm up and over on that left side. Bring the palms together. Gaze to the ceiling. Stay here or tuck the toes and extend in for a low lunge. And breathe. Really good. Nice. And fire up in that left leg to bring those arms up and round. Great. Let's just stretch out the back of that thigh. So just taking the back of the foot and just stretching out this leg. So it doesn't really matter how you're holding the foot in this case. I'm doing it from the outside. And you're just keeping those knees together. Yeah. Just another little balance. And then release, and then just go on the other side. Again, just stretching out that thigh a little bit. Really good. Bring those knees together. Great. And release. And we're just going to do a bit of arm swinging this morning. So just let those knees be nice and soft. Just give them a little bounce. A hip width distance. Just take the right arm first. Make sure you've got enough space behind you. And just nice big rotations with the arm. And if you want to stay nice and slow and controlled with those circles, you can. Or if you want to just build up the speed. Keeping the knees soft, not holding the breath. And then just let it slow down and come to a kind of swing. I always love to see how much longer it is to the other arm. So let's even them up. Let's take the left arm, going back. Nice and slow to start with. And you can stay slow, or you can then start to build up that speed. And again, just letting it come to a little swing as it slows down. Nice. Let's do a little vinyasa to get ourselves onto the floor. So let's bring those toes together, the heels slightly apart, your mountain pose for a second. This time we're going to inhale, take the arms up, a little mini back bend. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Bring the weight forward. Knees down if you need, chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Tucking the toes, exhale, down dog. Great. We're just going to take a little three-legged dog, bringing that right leg up. Just to extend and stretch those legs a little bit more. Trying to keep the hips facing downwards towards the mat. And then if you want now, you can stack the right hip on top of the left, bend the knee, and let it open. Great. And then let's take it on the other side, bringing that left leg up. Extending both of those legs. Again, bringing those hips down so they face the floor. And then stacking that left hip on top of the right, bending that knee, and just opening that hip for a second. Really nice. And bringing that foot down. And then let's just bring those hips down. So we're going to come up into kind of an up dog. But bringing those hips down, bending those elbows if you need. You just, yeah, nice. And then tuck back, sit back on your heels for a prayer pose. Extending and lengthening the arms. So it's just your fingertips and the forehead on the floor, so your arms are extended. Nice. Bringing yourself forward, right the way onto your belly. your forehead on the floor or onto your hands. And we're just going to raise that right leg up, trying to keep your hips on the floor. Lengthening that leg and then release. And then the left leg, bringing it up, keeping the hips on the floor. And release. We're going to try both legs, bringing them up. Great. And release. Extending those arms out in front. We're going to bring all 4 limbs off, plus the forehead. So like you're skydiving. Reaching those arms, extending those legs, bringing the head up, squeezing those glutes, and make sure you're breathing. Beautiful. And release. Just give the hips a little shake from side to side. We're going to go one more time. Extending those arms, extending those legs, raising them all up. Bringing the forehead up again. Squeeze the glutes. Really good. And release. Just give those hips a little jiggle. Again, tuck back into your prayer pose or child pose. So you can have your arms out in front or by the side. Great. And then just bringing yourself up onto your knees for a second. Put a cushion underneath if you want. We're going to do camel, but really take it easy. If your back doesn't feel quite warm, don't take it all the way down. We're going to bring our knees hip width distance. Just taking the hands on the back of the back. There we go. Get my words out. You can just lean back slightly, opening that chest towards the ceiling, squeezing these bum cheeks. It's as if you're trying to bring the elbows to meet, so it's not very far at all. If you want to take it further into camel, you can take one hand onto the back of your heel, followed by the other, lifting those hips forward, opening that chest, letting the head relax back. Squeeze those glutes and breathe. You're in full camel, just slowly bring yourself out, one hand on the back followed by the other, and then again just sit yourself back into your child pose or prayer pose. Letting the bum sit on the back of the heels, lengthening those arms out, or bringing them by the side. Nice. Sit yourself up, take those legs out. We'll just do a little staff pose. So lengthening those legs out in front. This is like your seated mountain pose. Just give those little bum cheeks a squeeze, those glutes. Let's lengthen those legs. Press the backs of the knees into the floor, lift the heels up, lengthen that spine. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Let's extend the arms. And then reach forward. So it might not be very far. What you're trying to do is just keep a nice lengthening in that spine. And maybe that's just up here for you. It doesn't feel like it's very far. That's fine. Keep focused on engaging these legs, pressing those knees in, and then slowly creeping those fingers a little bit forward. Using the legs just to kind of help anchor you. Really nice. And then from here you can relax. You can curve that spine. Let the head hang heavy. If that feels too uncomfortable to be too far out, bring it further back up. Use those elbows on the legs if you need to. And just breathe into any tightness. Imagining that with each out breath, that the legs are just loosening nice and slowly, and that your head is getting closer towards your legs. And just try for a moment pressing those knees again into the mat. You're lengthening the legs. And then release. Keep breathing. And then just slowly bring yourself up. Give those legs a little shake. Nice. Take yourself down on your back. Beautiful. So let's bring those feet flat, knees pointing towards the ceiling. We're just going to raise those hips off just into a little bridge just for a second. So bringing those hips all the way to the ceiling, pressing the feet into the floor, keeping the chin tucked into the chest. Draw that belly button into the spine. Really nice. And then slowly release, vertebra by vertebra. Great. And then let's bring the knees into the chest. So you've got a couple of options. We're going to do a little twist. If you want to just take the knees straight over to the left, gaze to the right, you can. Or if you want to do a little eagle pose legs, just taking that right leg, crossing it over the left, and then taking the knees over. And taking the gaze to the right, extending and lengthening that arm. Beautiful. Bringing those knees in and then taking it on the other side, so just releasing that bind and then taking the left leg over the right if you're doing that. Knees over to the right and the gaze to the left. Nice. And bringing those knees back in, unraveling yourself, and then just give everything a squeeze. So bringing the chin in towards the knees, knees together, heels together, tight as a little ball, and really squeeze everything, glutes, belly, squeeze, and then release into Shavasana. Woo! Your corpse pose. Really well done. Some great work this morning. You should be proud. Getting up, coming on your mat. Now's your chance just to let all that work settle into your body. Set you up for the day. So just now be supported by the floor. Let everything go. Let the belly be soft. The head be heavy, and the shoulders and the hips melt into the floor. We're going to stay here for quite a few minutes, so just enjoy that relaxation. I'm going to read a little quote from Hamin Sunim, and the things you can see only when you slow down. How to be calm in a busy world. Love is trusting someone, being there for someone, being ready to listen with a tender heart for no other reason than love. Love makes the world look beautiful. When there is love, there is beauty. When love is drying up in your life, look for the beauty around you. That is where love can be found. And when you're ready, start to bring some awareness back into your body. Inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply. Bringing some movement into the fingers and the toes. If you want to take your arms above your head, give yourself a big stretch. And then slowly take yourself over to one side into a little fetal position. And in your own time, just bring yourself into a comfortable seated position with the eyes closed. And let's together inhale, take our arms up towards the ceiling. Bring those palms together. Exhale, bring them down to your heart center. And again, inhaling the arms up. Arms together. Exhale, bring them down to your heart center. And one more time, inhaling. Exhale, bring them down to rest at your heart center. And we'll close our class on 3 Oms, followed by Shanti. Inhaling through the nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace to our thoughts, peace to our hearts, and peace to the earth. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Awesome, great work, well done. We've taken a few weeks off from live sessions. We're going to come back with a few changes, but I will keep you updated. So this is a really good opportunity. If there's a particular time or day that works for you, just drop me a message. Say, I like this time, I like this day. Because we're gonna have a few little changes. So just let me know, feedback to me. This is your opportunity. If you are able to donate for the class, you can do that via their website, www.yogawithmariagray.com. It's also a place where you can subscribe, and that'll just give you updates on all the future classes. So in the meantime, have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy your day, and I look forward to seeing you for some live classes again in a few weeks. Otherwise, just keep tapping into the stuff on YouTube and keep your practice up. Get in touch if you need me. Thank you. Take care. Namaste.